Look, stretching can be boring for most people, but for most people, stretching ultimately wants to lead to a better result, and typically what people would refer to as flexibility. So if you want better flexibility and you hate stretching, what do? Number one, you want to focus on what we would call tissue pliability, which ultimately means the kind of the buoyancy, the extensibility of the tissue itself. We want it to be able to actually move. So we're going to do things like soft tissue work and things like that to try to help out. You just want to go in, you want to avoid just kind of cold turkey stretching. Number two, you want to do strength training. What strength training actually does is works the tissue through and breaks it down through a range of motion so they can ultimately repair itself back at full length. So you want to strength train actually to become more flexible. Just make sure you use appropriate exercises in the appropriate full range of motion for you. And then the last piece is you want to make sure that you work on all muscle groups and through an entire range of motion so that you integrate the system, right? So if I want longer quads, I may do a variety of movements, and I want to make sure that I'm hammering that home, again, both from just the quad standpoint, but also the pattern standpoint, so that I can have that carry over to, again, the activity that I want to do, whether it be skiing or hiking or whatever. You want to make sure that you're doing that. Again, there are a variety of options. Static stretching does fit into this. So if you enjoy it or you feel good from it in particular as a recovery method, it is a great option, but make sure you are doing these other things in addition.